Okay.
That was joke. Hi guys. Sorry. I think we probably ought to let people in on why we're laughing. We've been rambling on for a half an hour, thinking that we were like getting to you guys and having you guys like, you know, listen to our wonderful morning of things that we have going on. And it wasn't even on.
It was, so welcome.
Welcome. Good morning. We had lots of practice already, so we're raring to go.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I'm like, I saw at the bottom, start broadcast. I'm like, what?
Okay, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Jeanette Kopecki.
I was the airhead. Not on air.
No,
the airhead.
this is why we need Amy. Now, if you guys remember last week, we introduced ourselves and we talked about how Amy was like the whole brain. Actually, Liz is the brain too, but Amy like completes us. Amy completes us, and she's not here today, and Joe isn't here today. Joanne Holman and Jessica Markowitz is not here today. And we miss them, even though they're not here, they're here with us in spirit. And we are so, yeah. We're just happy to be here. We're excited to be able to carry the torch and to be able to
actually get on air.
Yeah, be on air and have it actually work. So if you want to chime in, or I don't know if there's a way that you can type in, or if you can even talk. I mean, if that's something that you can do, I don't know a whole lot about this type of stuff. So
I guess right here, down here, it says how many viewers we have. We have
zero viewers, but that's okay because you can watch this probably now that you're watching the recording, which is fine too. That's what this is for. But we have decided, this is our second broadcast, and we have decided to be able to start this little group of a bunch of friends that are getting together talking about life. And we are talking about everything and anything under the sun, our businesses, our families, our ups, our downs, our, you know, anything.
How we intermingle our business with our life and our kids and our husbands, and how that all works, and the chemistry between everything else and our Sensei life.
That's right. And just to let you know, this is for everybody to be on here. We are in the business, at least the two of us, and you guys could be something else, that's fine. But we are in the business of network marketing through an amazing company called Sensei and Velada, and we work our businesses daily. We are aspiring for great things, and you don't have to be a part of any type of a group to be on here, but we definitely welcome any questions that you might have in regards to how we're going about it, because we are living it real life, and we can definitely, you know, give you the to-dos and not to-dos based on our own experiences.
Yeah.
So.
Or if you're considering joining a network marketing company, I would suggest explore all your options. You know, one may seem very enticing, and also pick a product that you're passionate about, that you want to share with others, that you're willing to talk about and learn about and get to know, and that you're willing to share with your family, friends, and, you know, acquaintances and such.
That's right. Absolutely. Before we were even live, I was talking a little bit about, you know, some really great books that I've been reading lately, and this business has allowed me to be able to look deeper within myself and to be able to do more training on myself and on my business that I would have never done. I love to read. I'm not going to lie. When I was in school, I hated it. I hated to read. I did not want to be any part of reading. And now that I am really trying to better myself, I have gotten involved into a lot of books lately. And so one of the ones that I'm in the middle of reading right now is called The Flip-Flop CEO. And I was just talking about this book to my husband about the misconceptions that people have with the network marketing business, and how there's so many false claims out there about, you know, just basically our objections that we deal with on a daily basis. Most everybody out there will have some kind of an opinion about it.
A negative opinion.
Exactly.
Not always a positive opinion.
It's
People
right.
are very negative about taking that leap of faith or going beyond their comfort zone, because just because they can't see themselves doing the things that you aspire to, or that your heart tells you that you're capable of, doesn't mean that it's not possible for you to do. You know, there's people that don't want to take that leap of faith and,
right.
and are afraid. So they don't want to, they want to instill that fear in you, but you have to look beyond that wall of insecurities that people have.
One of the biggest things that I really have gotten so far out of this is the fact that, you know, knowledge is power. Whatever it is that you embark in doing in life, no matter what it is, it may not be business that you're wanting to do. Maybe you're wanting to accomplish some goals with your family or with your finances or, you know, with friendships or, you know, your kids, whatever it might be, or even your spouse, maybe your relationship with your spouse. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to open up your mind, and you have to be first willing to be able to know that there could be something out there that you don't know. And being able to open up your eyes to new possibilities. You don't ever want to shut yourself off, because shutting yourself off is going to only allow you to stay in the position that you're in. Now, if you're safe there and you're happy there, then so be it. There's nothing to change. But if you know within yourself that there's just something that you know that could be different in your life, you just don't know how to do it, I invite you, I definitely invite you to just put your nose in a book and just start researching and arming yourself with as much knowledge as you can, because you will be able to come up and out of that in a more knowledgeable state. And maybe you never do anything with it, but at least you'll be so much wiser for it.
I know. So another book that was recommended to us to read was Beach Money. So if any of you are interested in any of these books, they're available on Amazon.
You can go to any bookstore. Yep. You can even go to the library. I think the library has them that you can rent them out to and read. But
yeah,
I read the Beach Money too, and that was, oh my gosh, that was life-changing.
Yes.
Life-changing.
I try to read as much. I'm not a big reader either, but so I try to read like 2 chapters every other day or so.
Are you finding that it's hard for you to put it down once you start reading?
Yes.
I know.
And it's like, I gotta go because the kids gotta go somewhere, or we need to make dinner, or I just, you know, or the thing about me is I start doing, like, if I start doing, I can't just sit. Sometimes I do sit, and like the last couple of days, my boys have had games, and I've been out in the heat for 2-3 hours a day. So I come home and I'm so drained, exhausted. I just sit on the couch and I'm just like, I pass out because I'm so tired. Because then I have to go back, you know, and get them or whatever. Like yesterday, they had a baseball game, and then they went swimming at a friend's house. So I had to go pick them up. You know, their game started at 10 in the morning. Then they went to swim for like 3 hours. So I got to go back at 3 o'clock to pick them up, and then come back home. And it's like,
and we're supposed to be on summer vacation, guys. We're supposed to be on summer vacation, but you know, the great thing is we have the ability to be able to do this with our kids, right?
Yes, that's the reason.
I can't begin to stress enough how I remember once upon a time when I was working a full-time job, and first of all, I didn't feel like I had the time with my kids because they were always being pawned off to somebody else. That is so sad. It was so sad, and I knew it. I knew it in my heart that I was not giving them the attention that I wanted them to have, me personally.
Yes.
And then I would come home and I would be exhausted, and a lot of their functions that they had, I wasn't able to attend. I wasn't able to be there for. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of families that make it work.
Yes.
There's a lot of families out there that do, and kudos to you for making that work, and maybe it's working perfectly fine for you. But for me personally, I really was not happy with that. I was not okay with having somebody else care for my kids.
Well, that's another big reason why I joined Sensi, was because I wanted to do something. I wanted to feel productive, yet, you know, doing something like business-like, and be there for my kids as well, you know, because my kids are all teenagers now, and I wasn't there with them when they were little, and so I want to be there for them now in their tender years as teenagers.
That's right.
And kind of be a watchful eye, be there for their games, you know, and kind of just be a mother.
Yeah, yeah, and that's, I mean, we all know in society that is like the hardest thing to do. I mean, because in this world, it is very uncommon to see both parents that aren't working. Most of the time you'll see both parents out in the workplace because they have to make ends meet. I mean, let's face it, the economy, you know, the economy is what it is. It is what it is, and it moves up and down and everything. But in order for you to aspire to have other things, what is the way to do it? Both of you get a job, right? Both of you work, send the kids to, you know, camp, daycare, whatever it might be, which the socialization is obviously very good, but what about the home? What about having that time in your family life, you know? And the kids are so much better for it. I mean, maybe you need to chime in and say something differently than what we have to say. And that's what this is for. I mean, I know that I have a lot of friends that would probably argue with me about, you know, oh no, they need to have that interaction, having that time away from them is really important, blah, blah, blah. And that's their opinion, and there's nothing wrong with having an opinion. That's why we invite you to come on and, you know, challenge us.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a different way of thinking, because we all have a different way, and that's the beauty of this.
Yes, yes. So yeah, speaking of kiddos, we have a busy day. So you gonna spend time with your husband today? His day's off today?
I am. It's my husband's day off today, and we told the kids we're going swimming, and we're going to probably barbecue and just spend the whole afternoon just laying out by the pool.
Putzing around.
I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I'm excited, and I have like 5 million things on my plate that I need to do, but it's like I have to shut my brain off and say, okay. And that's been the hardest thing for me to learn, I think. I'm still like struggling with that to a certain degree, because I have such a passion to want to do my business and work my business all the time that I have a really hard time shutting off.
Oh, really?
I do. I have a hard time. See, my problem is not getting going. My problem is that I don't feel that there's enough time in the day to accomplish everything that I want to accomplish.
I agree. And like how I mentioned, I mean, but that's the beauty about this business.
Yes.
Is like
it's been so forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Like our non-live call that we were doing earlier.
Yeah, the pretend one.
The pretend one.
Out there somewhere.
I had mentioned I had mentioned that, you know, our week this week is very busy. My boys have a game every day this week. Today they have a game in Green Valley. After this, I go pick them up. I come back home and feed them lunch, and then probably rest for a little bit because they're going to be exhausted, and myself too. It is just hard to, I can turn myself off. It's just me. I'm a morning person, and I need like I told the kids, I said during the summer I need 6 a.m. to 11 or 12 noon to just work Scentsy. After that, I'm all yours. Yeah. But that doesn't seem to be happening right now, because I get up, make my husband's lunch for his work. And then
you make your husband's lunch every day?
Every day.
Oh, see, I do too. Kudos to us women that do that, because there's plenty of them that don't. I don't like it sometimes, but I do it anyway.
Well, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. He's like, stay in bed. I'm
not going to lie. I'm just being real here.
Yeah. But for the most part, every day, you know, I get up, I make his lunch, and we chat for a little bit in the morning while the kids are still in bed. And like today, he left the door at 6. I started like, you know, making my bed, reviewing some emails and just going through my Facebook and all that. And by 7 o'clock, I had to be in the shower and out the door by 7:30, taking my boys to their dad's house. You know, not across town, but Alinante Station.
Oh, wow. That is kind of across town.
Yeah.
That's a drive. That's like 45 minutes between there and back, isn't it?
Half an hour.
Half an hour, okay.
Yeah. So then I go there, drop them off, come here, and then we started kind of getting ready for Miss Jeanette to come over.
No, and that's the whole thing is in my day, like I've just started implementing within this last week. Now, I've found in this business what's happened for me is just when you set, for me, I set a schedule. Mm-hmm. I've grown out of that schedule now.
Oh, really? Like I have all these things here to help me schedule my day.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I had a schedule that I was working, and then it got to the point where it wasn't workable for me anymore. It wasn't working. So then I had to change it up. So I took that schedule down and I threw it away. Okay. So I was just kind of sitting in limbo for like the last 2 months of no schedule. And my husband was like every other, well, on a weekly basis was like, do I have any clean underwear? Do I have any clean clothes to wear today?
Oh, you do laundry still?
Oh my gosh, I do it all. No, actually, no.
When do you have time?
Wait a minute, I will take that back. I will take that. I do the laundry because I don't want anybody else to do it. I have to put my foot down with that. I do have to put my foot down with the laundry, because I will have pink clothes that are supposed to be white.
Really?
I will have clothes that are expensive.
At first, that's how
that are shrunk.
Too. So Troy does our laundry now.
Does he really?
So I well, for the most part, right? He does all our laundry. So like I kind of like, I had to relinquish, even though he shrunk and ruined a silk dress of mine and put stuff that was supposed to go in the dryer.
Somebody was trying.
But he was trying. So I couldn't get upset because that's how he learns. So that you kind of have to let it go.
I know. I'm just not there yet. Maybe I need to work on that. One day I will be there. I will be there one day, but the laundry is still my puppy.
Even at one point we started letting the kids do their own laundry.
Yeah.
But then we were wasting so much water.
Yeah, and see, that's the whole thing is my son Nicholas came to me, he's 13, and he said, I want to start learning how to do my laundry. And I was so excited. I was all for it. But then I started thinking, am I going to just let him do his laundry? Because it would actually be kind of ridiculous because you blend everything together.
Yeah.
And he's not going to want to do his brother's or mine or, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, actually, no, he would do it if I said, I want you to start doing this.
He could do his brother's.
Yeah. Yeah. But still, there's only 4 of us in there.
Yeah.
And my husband has done this, though. He has started telling the kids, which is amazing in itself. He started telling the kids, okay, you guys have to wear the same pajamas at least 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
At least 2 nights in a row. Mm-hmm. Because my son would actually wear a pair of pajamas, wake up in the middle of the night, change them, put another set on, and we were like, did you wet the bed? Is there something going on? No, he just wanted to change his clothes, and then he would throw them both in the dirty clothes.
Christopher?
Yes. He was doing that for a while. It was because he was in the whole phase of like being excited about changing clothes.
Okay, now, how old is he? Tell me what.
Christopher is my littlest one, but he is like he is the one that is like the most knowledgeable in my house. He is
5.
No.
6.
7, 6. He's going to be 7 this year. He's going to be 7, and he is. I'll tell you, he's an old soul. That kid is.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot older for his age. Yeah, I will definitely say that. He will talk people into. He will make people think that they are not smart. He will. He will talk to an adult, and the adult will walk away saying, "What's wrong with me? Wow, there really is something wrong with me. I think I'm kind of dumb." After talking to this kid, you will think that when you walk away. I promise. It's interesting. Interesting. And then when I find myself, because he's my younger son, he's my youngest of the clan.
Do you forget sometimes how old he really is?
I do. And then I find myself like really listening to him because I know he's my last one. So I'm always like really intent on what he has to say. Like I never did that. My poor daughter that's 20, she's going to be 21 this year. I did all the mistakes. Oh my gosh, I did all the mistakes with her. So she would talk to me and I'd be busy and I'd be like, okay, I'd be halfway listening and halfway doing. Now the tables have turned to where I'm now like I drop everything and I zone right in because what he has to say, what they all have to say is very important, but try making that work when a 20-year-old is at that age after you haven't done that their whole life for the most part.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care now what I have to say. It's like, okay, Mom, whatever, in one ear out the other. So word from the wise, make sure you listen to your kids. Make sure you pay attention to what they have to say. Even if you have to drop everything you're doing, put everything down and just listen with your whole heart.
Yeah, it's hard too because all my kids are like the same age almost. I have my oldest is 16, gonna be 17 in October. My middle one's 14, gonna be 15 next month. And
they all get along, right? Do you guys all get along? Yeah, because you're all so close in age. So
well, they get along and then they hate each other.
Yeah, you know but is it more getting along or more hating each other? Or is it 50-50?
Well, 50-50, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, it's hard because they all seek that attention at the same age level.
Yeah.
So, like, I get them all coming at me sometimes. And so one of them always has to suffer. You know, one of them will always have to, like, compromise their time or what they want to say.
Right.
And it's just like,
there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that goes on in my household because with my daughter, she's no longer living in our house with us, but we have Nicholas who's 13 and then we have Christopher that's 7. So he's going to be 6. He's 6, going to be 7. So Nicholas was always, they each had their own little show. Okay. They each had their own time to shine because there's about 7 years difference between each one.
Oh, nice.
But, so Jasmine had her little shining moment. Nicholas was the only child, you know, the only boy, the only child. So now he's actually moved into the part of being the older one.
Oh.
And where he was the younger one for so long. So Christopher comes along. So now everything falls on his shoulders and he's the responsible one now.
Oh.
Where he wasn't for the longest time. So
it's hard on him?
It's very hard on him. It's very hard on him because it's causing him to, it's hard, but at the same time, I actually am watching him it's almost like he needed that.
Is he resentful to his little brother sometimes?
I think a lot of that does come into play. I think that his actions and his playing with him, because his playing with him is not playing, it's teasing. Mm-hmm. And so I think a little bit of that is resent going towards him. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, the way that I'm handling him is it's actually causing him to have that instant responsibility, which he might resent, but at the same time, he doesn't have a chance to resent it because he's so busy being responsible. Poor kid.
Aww.
Poor kid. But so then Christopher almost tries to get away with everything. And for a long time, it did work. But now, yes, but now that he's getting older,
so darn cute.
And Mom has his number, I definitely can say that he gets shocked a lot of the time how he is
called out.
He expects that he's going to just skate free, and a lot of the time he doesn't. And he's like, wait a minute, I used to be able to get away with this kind of stuff. Now he's not able to. So there's some lessons being learned in our house.
Yes. That's awesome. It's awesome to see the dynamic. Like, I get to watch the boys. My boys play baseball. They play on the same team.
That is awesome.
Even though they're.
Do you cheer for them? Isn't she in cheer? She's a cheerleader?
Yeah, but she's just competitive cheer.
Awesome.
It's not that thing.
Awesome.
But so the boys play on the same team. It's kind of neat to see, like they're at first they're like, oh, I don't want them to play with me on that team, and they're kind of at each other. But now as the seasons progress a little bit, they have more games and stuff. You can see that they're bonding.
Yeah.
Even though they may not talk to each other, because these boys are close knit. I mean, there's a total of 9 boys on this baseball team. That's it, and that's unheard of sometimes because it's summer. A lot of kids are off, and they lost a lot of seniors, so there's only 9 boys, and that's what you need, 9 players. So they're close knit. I mean, they're dependent on each other, a lot.
Yeah.
So.
What a great thing.
I know, so it's kind of neat to watch that, 2 out of the 9 boys are mine.
That's cool. Well, yeah, and I was just going to say, we went to go see a movie. What was the one that just came out? Jurassic Park. Jurassic World. Yeah. Have you guys seen it? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, amazing. Oh my gosh, it's an amazing movie. So there was a part in there because there's 2 brothers, and I think they're probably about the age difference between my Nicholas and my Christopher. And it shows how the older one was kind of, detached from the family, like in his own world and everything. And then all of a sudden all this stuff starts happening, and then he has to kind of care for his little brother. Mm-hmm. And it just shows the dynamic between the 2 of them, like making that connection, and how the older one was like watching. The older one was starting to watch over the youngest one. Mm-hmm. And there's nobody else in the theater crying. I'm bawling my eyes out because I can relate. I can relate to it, and I was like, I can only aspire to one day seeing that with my boys. Being able to see them actually have that connection, and everybody's like, they'll get to that point. They'll get to where they get along and they have a relationship, and I'm really looking forward to that, because I'm not going to lie, there's most days during the summer especially, and we're only on second week of summer break? Summer break, second week, and it's driving me nuts because they're at each other's throats constantly. Yeah. So anyway, I got to pick up this phone call really quick.
Okay.
Hello?
So on that note,
good morning.
Yeah. So sibling rivalry, so that's how that goes with brother and sister.
Daddy's off today, so we've got plans for today. But I will. I'm in a meeting, so I will call you back.
Speaking of family, I know we had talked about it in our other session that wasn't really recorded or on live. Is the Sensi family reunion. I'm piggybacking on the family to that Sensi family reunion. So, for those of you who don't know, Sensi family reunion is our yearly convention, and they call it a Sensi family reunion because that's kind of what Orville and Heidi have.
They're the owners of the company, by the way.
They're the owners.
The CEOs.
The CEOs. They kind of instill that in all of us consultants to treat each other like family. And like how we just spoke, we're all different, but when it comes down to it, we help each other out. Absolutely.
And there's so many similarities. It's interesting, you find that camaraderie, even though we're all from different walks of life. I mean, I would have never, like we spoke about in our last get together that we had, our very first one for this Google Hangout, we're from all different walks of life. but we have that camaraderie and we all have that same thing in common. Even though, you know, I may not have ever met Liz if it wasn't for Scentsy, you know, being able to connect with her and her family, I mean, it's like we find so many similarities that we can relate with one another and we can be there for each other. And this is how this whole company works. I mean, we're all based, and most companies are that way. And most network marketing companies are that way. But I mean, honestly, you have to have a sense of family. And so that's why they call it Scentsy Family Reunion. And we truly are, at the very, very core sense of it, we are truly one huge family, to the point to where even Liz and I and Jess, who's not here, and Joe and Amy, you know, we all, and other people on the team, there's quite a few people on the team, we stand behind each other. It's interesting when you see somebody you've never even met before that has a Scentsy hat on or a Scentsy shirt or has their hair in purple and green colors, you know, how you instantly feel that bond, and you can strike up a conversation like it was long lost friend.
Yes.
I remember last year meeting a wonderful couple on my way to the airport that live in Virginia. And they were talking, you know, I'd never met them before, and we talked for probably an hour before we got on the plane, and just, I mean, just excited about the things that we were excited about, the things that we learned, the things that we're aspiring for in life, and sharing their story and sharing my story. And it was just...
Was it while you were leaving St. Louis?
It was while I was leaving for St. Louis, leaving from St. Louis, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how we have that commonality, you know?
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to it. I am so excited. I am so excited for the training and the live concert my kids are going to be able to go to, like your kids are going to. Have you heard One Republic before? You know them. Yep. One Republic's going to be playing a live concert for us, just for us. And my sons are like, Christopher is already singing the songs. He already knows all of the songs. He knows them by heart. And so he's going to be, they're super excited to go.
Yes.
And last year they were up on stage singing with Train, remember? Mm-hmm. They were up on there. They were like, they had the guy from Train, the lead singer from Train, forgive me that I don't know your name, but you were awesome and you're handsome. He had his cell phone and he was taking selfies with all the girls, and then he would grab their cell phones and he would take selfies with them, and they were posting them all over Facebook and social media.
I think he invited them to just come up and sing with them. Right?
Yeah. So they, you know, they all had a microphone and they were all singing. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get that this year, but we're going to be up close and personal enough with them to where I'm sure that would be an opportunity.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And I've never been to the MGM Arena.
Oh, I haven't either.
So it'll be, I don't know what the venue looks like. So
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you know it's grand because we're in Las Vegas. Yeah. I mean, anything that has to do with Vegas is all about the bling and all about the awesomeness of it. So looking so forward to that. It's going to be a blast.
And the last night that DJ that was there last year, remember?
Oh, that was DJ, who was it?
I don't know, but he was from Vegas.
Yeah.
And I heard he had the
Ravi.
Ravi?
Yep, DJ Ravi. He was there, and it was, oh my gosh, it was off the hook. He was awesome.
Yeah, and then they had those, the silk
girls
that do the
with the big, they had the big, it was like they were doing the raps with those, acrobatics type of stuff in the air with those big, long,
silk blankets
silks.
Very
things.
Cool. It was very cool. So
super excited. Super excited.
I know. Can you believe it's like going to be here in 4 weeks exactly? Because it's the 21st.
Yeah,
right?
the 21st through the 23rd.
23rd.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are you guys renting a room out there?
No. Are you?
No. I wanted to, just because you can just put the kids in there while we do
it. Exactly. Well, and I know that one of my team members, her and her husband, are going to go.
Yeah.
They're going to go and do that. So I don't know if he's going to be able to go, but she's going to be right there on the strip. She's not taking her kids, so they're just considering this like another fun little honeymoon. Getaway to go down on the strip and hang out. They have a place at Planet Hollywood.
I mean, I wanted to take the kids because they're old enough to see what the company's all about, and since it is a family business, I really want them to be excited as we are. You know what I mean? Kind of get that, or at least plant that seed even further.
Well, yeah, and we were talking about before we were recording live about my husband and your husband. Your husband's already been to one. My husband, this is going to be his first opportunity to go, so I am so looking forward.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to expect, so
don't hype it up too much for him, because if you do, then he'll be like, really, this is it?
Yeah, but it's not going to be that way. You know that, because he's, I mean, and this is what's crazy about Jason. I'm obviously, he levels me out. Jason is the one that is like the calm one, the logical one, you know, the one that is just even keeled and just continues on. Me, I'm like, I'm so excited and everything. So we kind of even each other out. So yeah, you're right. I don't want to hype it up for him, but I can tell you, well, I'm going to be crying again. I know that. So he's going to be like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here? Because I was crying. He's just used to it.
Why are you crying? Get over it.
But yeah, I mean, being able to have our husbands there and be able to have them
Our families
working together.
Huge that the families will be there.
Yeah.
And so Jessica will have her kids there. I don't know if Amy's bringing her kids or not.
Now, how are you going to work that? I mean, you're not staying down there, right?
No.
So, but you're going to come back and get them because Tuesday, you know, is just going to be a free day, pretty much. I mean, we're going to do like the social at like 3 or 4 or something like that. And then after that is the concert. And then after that, I think is the walk, isn't it?
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing any of that at all. We're going to go down and just hang out just for the
walk.
Yeah, we're just going to dance. This is dance, walk, or run.
Oh, I'm not doing either one of them.
None of them. Yeah, we're going to go down and do that.
The whole family is?
I think just Jason and I.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work.
That's what I'm saying. I can bring back your kids if you want, and they can stay here with us if you're going to do that. Cause that's why I didn't want. That's why I kind of picked to do it, because then we'd have to all do it.
Right.
So.
Right.
And that was just.
Well, I appreciate you offering that.
That was just going to be a long day.
I still don't even know how it's going to work out.
I would say that would be a long day for everybody, especially the kids, and then having.
Well, you know how fun that's going to be, though? To just kind of hang out and just, you know, rub shoulders with them.
I mean, if they offer it where you can still sign up that day.
I think you can.
Then maybe we'll do the dance if the kids want to do the dance.
Yeah.
And hang out and stuff.
I mean, it would just be kind of fun to be there with other people, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of hang out and meet other people from other places and just kind of rub shoulders with. I mean, who knows? Maybe even Orville and Heidi will be there, you know?
You know they will.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. They're the party kind.
Yeah.
They're on a cruise right now. Party it up. Are they back today?
I don't know. I was going to ask you.
Somebody posted something about it was their last night and the ball was last night.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Did you let them know already about Jess being on that cruise?
No.
So Jess Markowitz, who is not with us here today, she's actually on an incentive cruise that she qualified for through our company, through Sensi, and she was on a Royal Caribbean cruise in the Bahamas.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Whatever, however you say that. But it was fabulous, I'm sure. And she has been there for the last week, all expenses paid by the company, and she has been posting a little bit here and there, and we're really hoping that she had a great time. I know she did. I know she had fun. How could you not have fun for a free trip?
Whatever.
But we're getting ready. I mean, we're honestly getting ready. We're in an incentive time right now with Sensi to be able to to qualify for an incentive trip in January.
And is that at the Bahamas?
That is actually Cozumel.
Oh, Cozumel.
Yeah, Cozumel. See, she knows it better than me. She's got that like Latin way. Maybe because she's
Hispanic.
Anyhow, so we invite you all, if you've ever considered network marketing, and there's lots and lots and lots and lots of companies out there, but if there's ever an opportunity that is to be had, this is the one, because Sensi is actually offering this month only, in the month of June, join in June. So you absolutely can join this month, and you can, number one, be a part of going on the incentive trip, free trip in January to the Bahamas on a Royal Caribbean cruise, and you get all of this fabulous stuff, okay? All of this fabulous stuff. This is unheard of. When I joined, I did not get this deal. Did not get this deal. So if you are considering, and if you've ever thought about it, now's the time.
Join now today.
Join now. Join today.
Don't be hesitant.
No.
Just do it. So, yeah. It's an awesome month to join. I wish they had that when I joined too.
I know. But that's okay, because we still have gotten a lot of benefits too. So whether we did that or whether we didn't, I still feel like I'm so blessed to be in this company and to have this opportunity. So
the most amazing thing for me was to walk on stage last year.
Oh yeah. This girl is celebrity.
Yeah.
She's her and her husband are celebrity material, by the way.
We walked the stage because I earned the level 3, which is.
How did you do that, by the way?
I worked my butt off.
Did you start with Grace Adele to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you earned it through Grace Adele, or
No.
through Scentsy?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Through Scentsy. I did it through Scentsy.
Wow.
But it's I think it was combined, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's combined.
At the time?
Yeah.
At the time it was, or is it still?
Through Velada and.
Because now I don't know. Because now the products are separate. I don't know if it's combined. Well, yes, it is combined.
It has to be.
Your PRV is combined.
It's combined. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I earned it because I started with Grace Adele, and then I started with
Scentsy. How long after did you start with Scentsy after Grace Adele?
a month.
Okay. I did mine by like a couple of days. I did them like back to back.
Yeah, I had a really good run with Grace Adele, and with.
For you that don't know, I like to refer it to Bath and Body Works. There is Bath and Body Works. There's Victoria's Secret. I can't remember. There's another one in there, but they're like companies that are connected. They're
Bath
all
Works or something like that. Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret. I know are connected for sure.
Oh.
I don't know what other company is involved in there, but I think there's a couple of other ones that they're all a part of one group.
Oh, really?
So Scentsy is kind of the same thing where they actually created, so it's
I see what
Scentsy,
you're trying to say.
and then there's actually Velada, which is the whole premise behind that is family cooking, and they actually came out with a warmer, which is for fondue. So you can put chocolate or cheese in there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Velada, and then there used to be a company called Grace Adele, which was jewelry and accessories. And so Scentsy decided that they wanted to concentrate more on the Scentsy end of it, and not have Grace Adele in the company any longer. So we're sad to see them go, but we're very excited to be able to put all of our efforts into Scentsy and Velada, which we're both a part of. So.
Very true.
So if you do join Scentsy, when you do join Scentsy, right? When you do join Scentsy, you can actually have a choice of either coming on with Scentsy or Velada. And I'm telling you, Velada, once you try the spices, the rubs, the chocolates, oh my gosh, the chocolates, I can eat a whole warmer of chocolates myself, but that's another story. Yeah, so they're amazing, amazing product. If you've never tried Scentsy, get it in your home.
Yes.
We definitely recommend it because that's why we joined, is because we loved it. I mean, it's an amazing product.
Actually, I never tried it before.
You never did?
Oh.
Interesting. I was 5 years before.
My story is quite interesting because Jessica and I knew each other 2 years prior to me joining, and she never once offered me to buy anything.
Interesting.
Yeah, and she'll tell you that story one day. She just was a little intimidated.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that story. Because you're so business.
Yeah, I guess.
That's
so funny because I don't see myself that way. You know what I mean? I guess it's the demeanor that I have had, and this is a struggle of mine because I'm so like.
You don't have to explain because I know exactly what you're saying. I have the same thing.
Like I'm so unapproachable sometimes, I guess, because I'm just so very, cut and dry, I guess. And
no BS.
Yeah, no BS.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just felt like it was,
That's really funny that's being brought up because I know that when even Jess and I have talked about this when I was growing up, that was like a huge thing of mine too, is that I didn't even date. I didn't date at all.
I was a total antisocial in high school. Like
I was social.
I was a total antisocial in high school. I didn't have friends in high school. All my friends, because I was a police explorer for about 3 years during my high school career. So all my friends were from other schools and other places. I didn't like associating with people from school because I didn't like the drama.
Right.
I'm so I don't like drama. Drama's not, I just don't like it. I don't like
That's funny that you say that because I have zero tolerance in my, and this is just me personally. Now, everybody has their own different thing, but I mean, I have a 20-year-old daughter, and I'm not going to lie. Hey, look, men are about drama too. You want to talk about drama? Just go to any workplace where there's just a bunch of men and they have a lot of drama too. But my 20-year-old daughter, it's associated. I'm sorry. I don't want to make you feel bad, but girls are about drama. Teenage girls, 20 years old, definitely drama. I have zero patience in my life for that. And it's bad because I should, because she's my daughter, but it's like I can deal with anything else. I just don't give me the drama. I just don't want it. Don't want it.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
It's just wasted energy for me.
It is. It really is.
Wasted energy.
It's not necessary.
And it's just brings so much negativity to the table that it's debilitating sometimes.
Well, but this, on the other hand, this is something I've learned about myself just recently, is that there's people that are full of drama. It's one thing to know that you are, and then it's one thing to not have any idea that you are. Okay, but then you can take it a step further. What are you willing to do about it? Are you willing to be open to not being that anymore? Or are you just stubborn about it and don't care and you're just going to continue on that path? Because this is the way I look at it. If you know that you've had drama in your life and everything else and you're willing to make a difference and change that, hey, I have all the room in the world for you. I do.
Some people feed off of that.
I know. Some
people want to cause that
It's because they want that attention.
It's the attention
all
factor.
About the attention.
It's the attention factor and the control that you have to make people feel a certain way or have people react a certain way to you. It's a control factor as well, because people who cause drama, they get a kick out of it because they see how it's affecting that person or what reaction they're going to get from that person, and that to me is like sickening.
It is, and the thing is we're all on this journey. We're all on a journey, and I'm not going to lie. I've been about drama a lot in my life. I've had lots of issues with drama personally that I've had to deal with, and so it's like I read something. What was it? Today, you don't look back to the things that you've done. What matters most is what you're doing now and what you're motivated to do in your future. So whatever it is that you were a part of before, just let that go and then just move forward. So today could be a change. Today could be a new day for me, for you, for everybody.
Yeah, and don't let the things define you. Don't let the things that have happened in the past define who you're going to be in the future.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Oh my gosh, that is powerful.
Yes. And then someone else told me something else also, like, people that cause drama in your life, you can care for those people, but don't carry it with you.
That's right.
Care, but don't carry.
That's right. That's important. Awesome.
Yes. So, all in all,
I think on that note, have we hit our half-hour time?
We've hit more than half-hour time.
So we're done, guys. We're done rambling today.
Yes. Don't forget to change your wax today, Wax Wednesday.
That's right. Or plug in that warmer. Maybe it's been a while that you haven't plugged in the warmer. Or if you need a warmer and you'd like to try it, get a hold of Liz Lashko or Jeanette Kopecki, and the other girls, they can fend for themselves because they're not here to put the phone in. But get a hold of us, and we'd love to be able to get a warmer into your home and let you try out some fragrances. We do that for our customers. Anytime people are interested in it and have never experienced Scentsy, we like to get them in your homes as a free trial for a week or so.
Give us a call and we'll send you a lovely catalog.
That's right. Absolutely. And we'll even invite you to come to our family reunion. Yes. We'd love you to be a part of that. And remember, Join in June is going on right now. And we would absolutely love for you to be a part of our teams and to even give you more information about it. If we're not the ones, if we're not the shoes that fit, so be it. Find somebody that you love, that you know, that will be able to support you in that.
Yes, but don't let this opportunity pass you by because you could be letting go of your beach money.
That's right, and your flip-flop CEO opportunity.
All right, folks, see you next time.
Take care.
Ciao.